Candace here. Thanks for coming tonight to this fundraiser. It's my first time doing a recording by myself, so I feel really nervous, so forgive me if I say anything really funny. But, anyways, you know, looking back to the World Youth Day, I think that this is the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life. I have had the opportunity to go to the last World Youth Day, which was in Spain in 2011. And before we even went to Spain, we ended up stopping in Malta first. And in Malta, we had the opportunity as a group to go out and evangelize, singing out in the parks there, singing out in the streets, walking in the streets, and really just proclaiming the good news of God. And for some odd reason, there in Malta, I found the zeal to speak to complete strangers, telling them about my life experiences, telling them how I've met Jesus Christ in my life. And I look forward to that in this upcoming World Youth Day. I look forward to really getting to know more people around the world, getting to meet new people from around the world, and really sharing with them how Jesus Christ has been a victory in my life. And I think that's the main point of the whole World Youth Day, is to really discern and to see how Jesus Christ has fulfilled in my life. And really, during this time of the second scrutiny in my community, I couldn't attend this World Youth Day in a better. I had the opportunity to really get away from the island here, get away from all the things that I was doing here on the island, and to truly just reach out of my comfort zones and get to meet Jesus Christ. And in the World Youth Day, I feel that this is the best thing that can happen. Many times I see that I need this chance to really discern a vocation and to really get to know what Jesus Christ wants for me to do in my life. I think the meaning behind the World Youth Day is to really live the three aspects that we're taught, pilgrimage, fasting, and almsgiving. Hence, we're on the pilgrimage, and there in our pilgrimage, we're always getting out of our comfort zone. We sleep wherever we can, we eat whenever we can, so therefore, don't reject food. That's the main thing that I learned on the last World Youth Day. Don't ever reject the food, even if you have to carry it with you for the next 3 to 6, 8, 10, 12 hours, because you never know when's the next time you're gonna get to eat. And that's the best part, I think. Um, Almsgiving, really to see how you can give of yourself, how I gave of myself in the last pilgrimage was really getting out of my comfort zones. I really wanted to be on the last plane. We left in 3 planes, and I really wanted to be on the last plane that left. And throughout the whole pilgrimage, that was my main focus, of just wanting to be with the last group of kids instead of the group of kids that I was with. And I see how God had his plan there, because I was stuck with the same girls in my community, the same people throughout our parish. And there on the pilgrimage, we got to know each other more. We got to really um, strengthen our sisterhood with each other. And for that, I'm very grateful. And the third aspect of the pilgrimage was the prayer. I kid you not, on the last pilgrimage, we had endless prayer. We had our Eucharist celebration every stinking night. Every time that we could have a Eucharist, we had a Eucharist. Every time we had a morning prayer, we could have a morning prayer, even if it was on the bus. I was very fortunate on the last pilgrimage to be with Father Pius on our bus. And there, during morning prayer, really, I met Jesus Christ, because for the first time, I encountered sharing morning prayer with the youth of our island from the other parishes as well on the bus, and also with Father Pius, to have that morning prayer with him and be very one-to-one in that morning prayer. We ended up choosing a gospel by chance, and after the gospel by chance, I had to share a life experience relating to the gospel, and there from the gospel, he allowed the other brothers and sisters in my community to say anything that they could about me. And I see how what he did there on that bus today is what we do in the second scrutiny. And so really to see the love of the brothers from that perspective made me realize that God is so real in my life. God is very good to me, and he gives me these sisters. I've always wanted a sister, and all along I've had one. My mom is my sister, more importantly, too. And I'm really just overall very grateful for all the many things that are in my life, and for all the many things that God has given me in my life. And I understand now how he's never took his hand off of me throughout my life, no matter what I've been through, you know, even with the tragedy of my dad leaving, you know, it's very sad that I don't have him with me today to show him this joy that I feel, to share with him this joy, you know, because really if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be here today, and I see that. And so I'm looking forward to this next pilgrimage in Brazil. You know, I want to meet some Brazilian people and share my life experience with them, share with them how God has been so real in my life, and then also, you know, seeing the new places, the new sights and everything around, you know, who knows what God can give, you know, who knows where we might sleep, if, whether it be in a bus, in a gym, outside on a field, somewhere, you know, and really to trek and to go on this pilgrimage with God and God alone is the best thing, you know, and for that, I'm very grateful. So thank you guys for being here again, and thank you so much for supporting this fundraiser. And hopefully this is the very last fundraiser that I have to do because I'm so tired of fundraising. Bye, guys.
Too hard